So, on episode 18, due to some problems with my computer, it was not able to be recorded. So, this is a small little recap. Group 2 was able to get through the day finally. Spend the last bit, Sariel going to Mage's Guild, looking for some magic items, asking about magic tattoos. Sariel thinking on getting one, but decided not to due to the price. What was it? Frith going to the Mage's Guild, asking about very simple enchantments that she could get her wood carvings enchanted with. Later on, getting them enchanted with mending, so they will never break. And if they did break, put them back on, they'll mend back together. Zeroth, this entire time, staying with Frith, as is familiar. Just watching around, doing not much. Bjorn, during this entire session, due to him not being able to make it, ran off, looking for information about his brother after receiving a letter. While all this went down, night took place while everyone was sleeping. Most people, Zeroth and Sariel, waking to find themselves in a predicament. A giant beam of light has taken the sky in the Shimmering Vale while they were still in Sirios, running out. Zeroth running to go find Frith, which has stayed outside of the Mages Guild this entire time, working on carvings. Zeroth getting there and casting Leomund's tiny hut. Now protect them from any outside source. Sariel running outside to meet her father, which has at this point decided that they are leaving the Oglan Empire. More or less moving towards Ethar for Ravenmount, the center of the Raven Queen in this world. After a very long packing period and earthquakes racking the entirety of the planet due to the massive beam of power, an aurora taking the sky also, some of our intrepid adventurers, being Sariel and Zeroth, decided to scry on a person that they each knew, which was Morven. While they scryed on Morven, they quickly found out that he was in front of Legion. He drank a potion and almost instantly fell to the ground as a ball of light lifted from his body and was trapped inside of a box. Both of them figuring out that this was a phylactery as he woke up. Legion at this point looked up at both of their senses, their scrying, and decided that he would converse with them. Doing so, they both immediately jumped out. If they did not, they were kicked out from the scry, being terrified that they were just noticed by something that they fear. During that, and the rest of this little tidbit, Sariel packing up the entirety of the house, as Azrael left to go deal with certain matters that he did not disclose. Returning fairly early in the morning, packing up his study, which Sariel did not touch, and they set off. Him giving Sariel and the rest of the group orders to go to Nemro. uh, where they would try to converse the king of the Oglan Empire, the king of the Silver Breach, sorry, to join the Oglan Empire in the war against Estrago and the Conclave, sending them to Tessens. At this point, they found out that the Mages Guild had almost entirely pulled out of the Oglan Empire, deciding it was a dangerous place due to the beam of light and them knowing that it being a releasing ritual, a ritual that released Legion from his binds, and he is now a full-fledged god. Them running like the smart people they are. Say but two in Sirius, as they were held by Azrael to wait to teleport the group to Tessens, due to during the war breaking out the Silver Breach, destroying every single one of the teleportation circles in the cities. From this point on, Sirius was left behind. No one knew, no one knows. As the group reached Tessens, they traveled to Nemrel, running into minor effects, but once reaching just outside, Sariel having a dream. The stream placing her inside of a stone room. As she moved, the stones did not move. As she ran, the stones did not move, and the only way that she was able to break out was by casting sacred flames at the walls, destroying them slowly but effectively. Once she was able to break through the wall and peer outside, she heard the voice of Legion, beckoning her and asking her affiliations, figuring out that she had affiliation to the Oglan Empire and the Inquisition, but she has not decided that Legion was her enemy. Him trying to convince Sariel that not being the case, tried, but to no avail, turning Sariel to his side. And soon they went their separate ways. And that was more or less how we ended episode 18. Sadly, due to that, sorry, due to my computer. But I hope the recap covered the general view of what happened. Reaching to the end, they were able to get to Nemrel. That being covered in the next episode. I wish you all farewell. Goodbye.